Maryam Sahar, a former interpreter with the Canadian Armed Forces, served in Afghanistan and Kandahar with the Canadian Armed Forces. So thank you for your service. Can you give us a sense of what you're hearing from the ground from your friends and fellow interpreters in Afghanistan right now?
Thank you, Evan, for having me. The situation is quite dire, and my interpreters' friends are very desperate to get out. And unfortunately, there is no one to pick them up. 3 days ago, when there was a chaotic scene in Kabul, many U.S. people were trying to get their interpreters out. The Canadian interpreters were there at the same time, and they were calling me to do something about it and to get in touch with the Prime Minister, so they can get out as well. Unfortunately, they didn't make it out, and they were very disappointed, and a lot of interpreters are now hiding as well. And this is not only about the interpreters, Evan, this is also about the Afghan Canadians who went there for visiting their family, and suddenly all the things happened, and they're stuck there, they're hiding, they're in desperate situation, they're contacting the immigration, they're contacting the embassy at Islamabad, and nobody is responding to them. And it's heartbreaking to see that the government has been able to close the embassy in Afghanistan, get out their diplomats, but unfortunately, they have left their interpreters behind. That's literally leaving your allies behind, and my family is one of them. Hiding in Kabul. I haven't had any communication with them in the past 5 days. My former military supervisor was trying hard to get them to Canada, and she was told that they will be put on the first plane, but unfortunately that did not happen. And now, since they're hiding, I didn't have any communication, and given that I have not seen my family for 10 years, so it's very heartbreaking, and we were not expecting this from the current government at all.
Yeah, first of all, hearts go out to you and your family, who you must be deeply concerned about. I spoke with a journalist in Kabul today who was hiding in his house, didn't want to use his own name, very concerned about that knock on the door from the Taliban, despite the fact he says that though the Taliban have said, we are not going to seek revenge, we're going to try to respect people's rights, he doesn't believe them. What is your take on what the Taliban are saying and potentially the difficulties facing to getting everybody else out?
Ewan, I totally agree with them. I do not trust them either. I do not trust a word that they are saying, because in Afghanistan, the mentality is when you're associated with the infidel, you're associated with it forever. And they were waiting for this perfect opportunity, to drink our cold blood, because we were involved, the interpreters were involved in a combat mission in Kandahar. They were part of the counterinsurgency, and we were the ears and the eyes of the military, but we took the risks because we were working for a peaceful Afghanistan. We trusted the mission, and right now it's a time for us to be rescued. Our military are bravely fighting for, our veterans are bravely fighting, to bring their interpreters over. This did not start 3 days ago or a month ago. This is a fight for 10 years. They're trying to get their interpreters out, but this government has not done anything, and it's totally lack of compassion, because I know this country is a generous country. The Canadians are generous. They have always shown compassion toward the vulnerables. They have given protection. I have benefited from the Canadian generosity, but unfortunately right now the government is not representing those Canadian values. And as a new Canadian citizen, it's very heartbreaking to see that my new country values are not represented the way it should be represented.
What did you make of Mr. Trudeau saying today there are flights coming in, but it will be, quote, very difficult to get many people out?
Well, he's right, because he had a perfect opportunities weeks ago when this fight started to get the interpreters out, but he didn't listen to the veterans. The veterans were telling them to consider the third country safe option. He didn't do it at the time. Right now, everything collapsed, and right now he's trying to get the interpreters out, but right now the situation is not for that, and people are in hiding. They will not be able to make it to the airports. The passports are expired. The passport offices are closed. The countries and the neighbor countries in particularly are not going to issue them the visa. So I really don't know how the government, is thinking that they will be able to take the 20,000 out, and especially the interpreters. So it's going to be very, very problematic. And Ewan, I'm so emotional right now. Because I do not want to hear the news that my family will be executed. My colleagues who I work with in Kandahar, the interpreters, their family will be executed. And I have a very personal message to the Prime Minister of this country, who is the leader, Justin Trudeau. If my family get executed or any other family get executed, know that you have the blood on your hand. I'm not going to fault my beloved Canada, because I know this is a generous country. I know the people are very generous. I will not fault the Canadian Armed Forces, because they have been fighting very hard to get their interpreters out. The only person who's going to be responsible for the merciless murder of the interpreters in Afghanistan, that will be only and only the leader of this country, and that's going to be Justin Trudeau.
Those are obviously very strong, very powerful words. We hope it doesn't come to that. The murderers, of course, would be the Taliban, but as you're saying, you're pointing the finger at the accountability of the Canadian government. Maryam Sahar, former interpreter.
They will murder them. They will murder them. But you know, our leader can do to rescue them, and he's not doing that right now. What else should I? What else do you expect me to do? I waited it. I asked them 2 weeks ago. I had a full faith in this government that they will do the right thing 2 weeks ago. But where are we getting with this?
Well, please stay in touch. First of all, the most important thing is the safety of your family and the interpreters. You're right. There is an urgent, desperate humanitarian situation and a fight for the people's lives right now that the world is watching. Maryam Sahar, former interpreter with the Canadian Armed Forces. First of all, thank you for your service. Thank you for the time. And we're thinking very strongly about you and your family. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evan, for having me.